Hello YouTube, Rocket3 here, back with another kicking action figure review. Today's action figure review is over the Arkham City Nightwing figure from Mattel. Yeah, Mattel did a few Arkham City figures, but most of them were done by DC Direct, so if you want to get like all the Arkham City characters, you're going to have to go to DC Direct. But this Nightwing's pretty cool, and I believe the line is from his Batman Legacy. I looked it up, and I can't really remember, but I'm going to go with Batman Legacy. And also, that line has really just been replaced by Batman Unlimited, which is a really great line, so whatever. But yeah, this Arkham City Nightwing, pretty cool. It was sent to me by my good buddy Godzilla Fan 5. He was really cool. He was just like, hey, I know you've been looking for this figure. I have one. I don't want it. Do you want it? And I was like, yeah, but maybe later because I just got a bunch of imports and I can't afford to pay you for it now. And he was like, oh, no problem. I'll send it to you anyways. I was like, wow, what a cool guy. I'm just considering this an early birthday present. That was the only way I could accept it. Because my birthday is like next month, so. Well, it might have already been my birthday by the time I upload this. But yeah. So thank you so much, Godzilla Fan 5, and all you guys go check out his channel and do me a favor and don't ask him for figures. Don't, like, sometimes he'll put up a video that has stuff for sale, but just wait till then. Alright, don't bug him about it. I don't want that to be my fault. But yeah, thanks a ton, Godzilla Fan 5, and all of you go check out his channel. He's got some cool vids. But yeah, the Arkham City Nightwing. It's actually a pretty cool figure. Even though, I gotta say, it has better articulation than a DC Direct one, but the DC Direct one looks much better than this one. And it did come with a few things. He came with this stand. It's like a bat symbol and a peg, and it even says Nightwing on it, which is pretty cool. And lots of the Batman Legacy figures came with these stands, if not all of them. Because I know Steven has the Legacy Joker, which is another figure I really need. And it came with like a golden stand, so yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know if he came with a poster or not. To be honest, I just expected Godzilla Fan 5 to send me the figure. I didn't expect him to send me the stand or the nightsticks, so thanks a lot for that. And the nightsticks, whoops, are just like black nightsticks, a little bit of detail in the center. No big deal, just some basic nightsticks. So thanks a ton, Godzilla Fan 5, for sending those. I didn't expect you to. I was not expecting you to send accessories. Thank you so much. Anyways, this Nightwing is very well detailed for a figure from probably a few years ago, maybe a year or two ago. I'm not really sure. I don't even really remember when Arkham City came out. It had to be like 2 years ago, right? Anyways, he's very well detailed. I mean, this would be around what the new Unlimited series are. So the new Unlimited figures from Mattel are really, really well detailed. And the Movie Masters as well. Because you see this guy has all kinds of etchings, I guess it's supposed to look like Kevlar and stuff, on the grayer parts of his body. And he has these rivets. You see all the silver rivets, which are painted pretty well. And then the shading on his blue bird Nightwing symbol all looks really good down his arms. He's got blue on his hands. All just looks really nice. The mask stands out. He's got his blue eyes, nice hair. I don't know what to think about this head sculpt though. He looks like this British actor whose name I can't remember. At the same time, he could be like an 80s action hero with that chin. I don't really know, but the legs, it gets a lot blander as you go down with the gray, but hey, that's what the Arkham City Nightwing looks like, then that's what it looks like. But the head does have a darker gray on the boots, and it's got more of a sheen, it's not as flat. Peg holes on the bottom of both feet. Got detail all on the back and everything. So yeah, he's pretty well detailed actually, very well detailed. So now how about we get into some articulation. You've got a head that goes up and down, side to side. The ab crunch, up and down on the arm, forward and back on the arm. Bicep, elbow articulation, wrist swivel. Got a waist joint, Forward and back in the legs, in and out. The crotch bits are a little more obvious on him than some other figures, but I don't care. Then you got thigh rotation, knee bend, and up and down on the foot. So yeah, that's the articulation. Did you hear that? That's the articulation for this Nightwing. It's pretty standard for Mattel. Can't complain, but it's not that impressive either. It's just normal, what you'd expect, you know. Just regular old Mattel articulation. But yeah, now that detail and articulation and stuff are all out of the way, let's get into some size comparisons. Now, one of the first things I thought when I got this guy out of his little packaging that he was sent to me in was, he looks pretty big. And turns out I was right. He's actually bigger than your standard Mattel figure. As you can see, he almost towers over Black Mask from the DC Signature Collection. And he's also taller than the Batman Unlimited New 52 Batman, which I highly recommend. I mean, wow, he really is tall. He is a tall figure, and his head's bigger than both of their heads as well. But yeah, he's rather tall, a little too tall for your standard Mattel DC figures. Here's our Nightwing with some Movie Masters figures, which is really my favorite Mattel line, just because the detail's so incredible. But yeah, here he is with the Movie Masters Batman from The Dark Knight Rises, which is really the same as the Dark Knight standard one. And as you can see, he just towers over that Batman, and they're not scaling up well. And then the Man of Steel Superman, which, by the way, is an incredible figure, and it was a pretty good movie too. I can see why some people wouldn't like it, but that's pretty much how a grounded, realistic Superman has to be done, and you're all the ones that asked for a grounded, realistic Superman movie. Just saying. But yeah, he's also taller than this Movie Masters Superman, so he's not going to scale up well with your Movie Masters either. Now here are some figures that this Nightwing is more at home with. Here he is with the DC Direct Knight from the Batman Incorporated line. And, you know, I gotta hold this Knight because he can't really stand without his stand unless he's propped up. And the stand is currently being occupied by my Red Lantern Mara, so yeah. But yeah, he scales up well with the Knight. He's just a little shorter than the Knight, and I think that's just fine. And then here he is with the Hawk from Brightest Day. Well, not the Hawk, it's just Hawk. I was going to say the Hawk figure, but whatever. Hawk from Brightest Day, also DC Direct, and he scales up just fine with him too. He's a little bit shorter. So if you want this Nightwing to scale up with your other figures, they're gonna have to be DC Direct. You know, maybe when this figure came out, I would have been like, yeah, that's good, because most of the Arkham City figures are DC Direct, and we don't have a Nightwing, but in the most recent wave, we did get a Nightwing. So now we have the Nightwing for DC Direct, and it makes me wish that this guy was a smaller scale, so that he could fit in with my New 52 Batman, or I don't know, like just my standard Mattel figures. Because I think that's what he'd look good with. A DC Unlimited line, I think he'd fit in well with them, even though he's not the colors and stuff of the New 52 Nightwing. But yeah, he scales up well with your DC Directs, so that's if scaling is what you're going for in a display, that's what you'll want to put him with. But if just like character or manufacturer what you do, he's gonna be fine. Because I mean, all my Batman figures are in the same display, but the DC Direct ones are just in the back, so he'll probably just be towards the back of the display. But yeah, DC Direct figures are what you're gonna have to put this Nightwing with. So all in all, what do I think of the Batman Legacy Arkham City Nightwing figure? Well, it's actually pretty cool. I'm really glad that I have this figure. Thank you so much, Godzilla Fan 5. I literally cannot thank you enough. I'm gonna have to hook you up at some point to pay you back for this, because this is really good, and I'm not the type of guy to take charity, so yeah. This is a really, really tight figure. This is cool. It is very, very cool. I mean, the detail's great, The paint's good, especially on the blue and the shading there. The head sculpt's a little weird, but it's fine. I mean, it's just kind of big, but it has to fit the body, you know? Because the body's a bit big. And the nightsticks are cool. The stand is nice. He doesn't really need it because he's so big, and these Mattel figures usually stand pretty well on their own. But you could turn it around the other way and put any other figure on it if you care about the Nightwing, and if you don't, you probably just have the Nightwing displayed, or you could put another Nightwing figure on it. It really doesn't even matter. But he's really cool, and while I am disappointed that he doesn't scale up with your regular Mattel figures, I am glad that he does scale up with some DC figures, you know? At least he scales up well with the DC Directs. I don't have a lot of DC Directs because I'm an articulation kind of guy and they don't really have a lot of articulation. But this is something that you could pose with your DC Directs and have in a more complicated pose, you know what I'm saying? Even though DC Direct is starting to get better with articulation, it's probably not going to get to this point. But yeah, it's a really cool figure, and I'm going to have to give it 3 out of 5 stars. It's really, really cool. I just really wish it scaled up with my basic Mattels. But other than that, and the bit of a goofy head sculpt, it does look a little goofier every time I look at it. I don't know, but I'm getting used to it. It's a pretty nice figure. Thank you so much, Godzilla Fan 5. I am in your debt. Check out Godzilla Fan 5's channel, everybody. He's got some cool vids. I like him. He's a pretty cool guy. So, hit up his channel. And, yeah, that's it. 3 out of 5. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. You got links to our other channels. You got links to Facebook, Twitter. You know, Twitter's will follow you back. Maybe not instantly, because I'm not on there a lot, because our accounts are linked to Twitter, so it automatically makes posts for us, but we will follow you back. And just mycomicsplus.net, where you can get lots of other Arkham City figures. They have lots of Arkham City figures, so check out their website and use the coupon code in the description below to get 10% off. So yeah, 3 out of 5. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much, Godzilla Fan 5. And I'll see you guys later.